All right. Okay, so you can go ahead and make. All right. First off, Bill, those you speak in those languages, and they don't seem to understand what you're trying to say. And as for since you as you move closer to the giant spider, it definitely hisses at you aggressively and definitely kind of puffs its fur up and stuff, trying to make itself bigger as it
Okay.
glares at you. You do set your
I'd
weapon
actually like
down.
to back away from my weapons then,
Okay.
as it's hissing at me.
Okay. Um, you can go ahead and make insight checks if you care to. Anyone who wants to. It'll be pretty much in reference to the one at the back.
Oh
Wow,
yeah.
fuck me.
Oh, wow, nice.
Who's
Also,
the insidiest?
Also, the ones that have been fighting in here actually start stepping out. Of course, since there's been no sign of aggression yet, they're just holding their weapons at the ready. The one in red here definitely looks more, I guess, essentially like a more experienced than the other ones. It's also he looks the most fucked up. He looks like he was the one that was fighting in the doorway and got jacked up by Spider. All right, so for the insight check, so what you gathered from just the aggressive hissing and stuff, it's it's more like they not. It's more like they kind of don't know how to react to someone that's now helping them after the previous day had slaughtered majority of their people.
Right. I'd actually like to back away slowly, like just leave my weapons behind and just back off down the
Why?
hallway.
Don't do that.
It still has magic. They don't know that.
Yeah, but he won't have a weapon.
It's a
I
fucking
got a
show of
weapon. Who
peace,
cares?
fools.
Yeah, we gotta appear friendly. Or we strike.
So, why don't you put down your weapon?
No, that's not happening.
Yeah, honestly,
That was a
I
test. You
really
passed.
don't know how to apologize for our actions. So that's
Alright.
really what I'm doing.
All right,
Go away from them and smile.
as far as leaving your weapon behind, I'm just gonna assume it's the crossbow, because you didn't really use any melee weapons.
Yes.
And okay, so they're all definitely glaring at you angrily, which at this point you probably gathered why. The giant spiders actually kind of move on along the walls a little bit. They don't really move much closer, and eventually some of the chitin kind of move a bit closer to where those spots have filled in. And after some glaring, a lot of clicking and chattering, and some hissing, they kind of just point at you guys, and just that's pretty much it. And they kind of, you can see them start producing web, and they seem to be kind of making a web wall all along here.
Let's
Okay.
let's just go.
So,
Yeah.
so instead of the web ball being here, they're putting it literally right here, and from your insight, you're probably like, "This is our turf" type shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
We
if they
can
web
take
it
him.
up, we have a door right here we can open.
Yeah, can we check that out?
Yeah. I mean, you definitely hear the hissing and stuff, but they seem to be just webbing up this area, and they're making no aggressive moves. They're definitely keeping their weapons at the ready. They're staring daggers at you. Also, during the process, I guess your crossbow does get kicked back, just so I don't have to deal with it.
I'm gonna start taking notes, watching them do the thing.
Okay. They pretty much. I mean, the giant spiders are pretty standard. I mean, they're just spiders but bigger. The chitin kind of produce webbing, kind of. I guess maybe through some sort of glands in their like mandibles or something like that.
You know, this
They're
would be a
mandibles?
good time to know Web, so you could help him out
Just, hey guys, I could do the same thing.
and make a really friendly gesture with them. Oh, you guys like to web? Me too. Web, 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 web.
We're
Yeah, but
Yay.
how do you shot web?
Yeah. And I mean, with just the dead bodies that are like you guys can see strewn out, they've definitely were killed by like phantom spider bites or some sort of necrotic damage. And I from your insight, you could probably gather they're just at this point gonna just try to survive at the moment because they've been royalty fucked up in the past few days.
Makes sense.
I mean, the stench of blood is pretty heavy in this area, so
It means we should just come back tomorrow.
it means to come back tomorrow to finish him off.
No, wow,
Okay.
stop.
I'd actually like to check out one of these bodies.
Okay.
Is it human blood, like red blood, or what?
Yeah,
what
it
are we
is.
talking?
It's red blood.
Okay.
Let's take a sample.
All right, you can take a blood sample if you have vials. I'm assuming somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's part of that bag, Han.
Okay. Not too picky about
Okay,
it.
I'd actually like to drag the corpses to directly in front of the web wall.
Okay.
And stand over them before kneeling and saying a prayer over their bodies.
Okay.
And I'd specifically like to pray to Desna for apology and to protect their souls.
Okay.
I'm gonna drag their bodies over.
I was thinking of like drag the bodies out and just put your foot on it. Okay, so you do bring the bodies. I mean, it's pretty hard to tell exactly what sort of feelings or intents going around at this point, especially since they're constantly frantically putting up a web wall. They definitely, hiss aggressively at you, but beyond that, they make no aggressive gestures at you. They seem to be just working on their fortification at this point. But I'll go ahead and assume all these bodies are moved in front, and we'll just leave it at that. So I'll just move these off the board. Okay. You do see a door across the side. And just from the hallways in general, you can kind of see webbing along the wall and stuff. So it looks like this area has been kind of similar to how the Webbird area room was, where it's just kind of like, even though it wasn't initially covered in webs, it's now kind of just become that because of the things living here.
Right. Okay, well, I'd like to check out this door here. Is there anything I can see on it?
All right, one moment. Yay, new rooms. Oh, great. And I just knocked a bunch of cards on the floor.
Yeah, Darvin, get your shit together. Open that door.
Common problem. Is the webbing so thick that we can't see through it?
Well, right now you can kind of see through it because it's going to take them a little bit of time to kind of make it all nice and dense for it to act as a wall.
I want to do a dumb thing.
What are you going to do?
Attack the immediate. No.
I'm
I want
gonna burn the web and laugh at them. It's like kicking over a kid's sandcastle.
got plenty of torches. I'm just gonna go to town. I want to pull out of my pack let's see, what could I part with? One of the healing kits I got, and ration and clothes.
Okay.
Is there anywhere I can like slide those under the web?
Not really. I mean, especially now that there's kind of bodies in front of it. I mean, you can just leave it there if you want to. You just have to take it out of your inventory.
Yeah, as neatly as I can present those things.
Okay. All right. You leave the stuff there. I mean, they're still hissing at you and stuff. They're definitely not making any aggressive gestures at you.
Hissing's aggressive enough. Burn the web.
Yeah,
you like burn the web and then bubbles come out of your mouth.
I'll like just
No,
approach
that-
and kind of set it down, and then as daintily as I can, be like, "There you go," and then like take a step back, and then go towards Naz in the door.
So the door is a rusted iron, and it seems to be kind of crumpled and partially off its hinges. So it's definitely not locked, and you could probably easily open it, and it may or may not fall apart in the process. So when you open the door, assuming you guys do,
Well, wait.
what's
I
that?
was gonna say, when we go near the door, are they reacting to us going near this door at all?
They actually, I mean, quite frankly, they don't have visible sight of you once you start going outside, because it's a T intersection, so they don't have line of sight of you, so they don't see you. I mean, you just hear clicking, hissing, and frantic working, I guess you can hear down the hallway.
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay, so you open the door, and it pretty much like creaks open. It's barely on its hinges. The room in here, let me go ahead and reveal it. Yay, more rooms. Okay, so this room here seems to be black. The walls of the room seem to be the walls and floor of the room seem to be blackened and cracked, as if like a massive explosion occurred a long time ago. There's a strange circle, despite the heat damage, kind of blurred there's you can see like a blurry circle of like runes in the on the floor. It seems to cover the entire floor, but from all the damage from whatever explosion happened, seems to pretty much have ruined the circle. It's pretty much unidentifiable. And there are no glowing webs.
Oh, first.
Are there normal webs?
No,
Well,
there are no webs in here.
Let's just step through.
Okay. All right, you're inside the room. What do you wish to do?
Checking for traps?
You can do an investigation.
Nah, that's silly. Let's just step on everything.
Sounds good.
Well,
I
now-
investigate. I just look around the room, seeing what all's there, anything special, anything piques my interests.
Okay. Nasper's back, yay. Alright, so Darvin and Nasmer, as you guys kind of look around the room, you notice something strange about the walls here and here.
What kind of strange are we talking?
Well, thanks to your fantastic investigation rolls, you notice that there's some loose, like a loose stone on the wall that you can seem to manipulate.
I start prying the stone, trying to manipulate it, pushing, pulling, trying to do whatever it wants to do.
Well, you got it in one, so it's pushing. And when you push it, you see the part of the stone wall kind of dip and kind of just slide open. And
Secret doors!
Yep. Go ahead and update your secret door count, champ.
Woo!
And I didn't get poisoned by this one.
Right.
Or lose a hand.
Or lose a hand.
Whatever. I'm at 2. Fuck both of you.
All right. Let's. Can I click on this? Well, will it let me click on this? Yes, it does. Okay. And we'll just put this on the map layer.
Well, if there's one
There you
secret
go.
door, there might be more.
Well, the other wall was over here that you guys mentioned. That I mentioned before.
Wait, this wall what?
Nasmer and Darvin found kind of little stones they can manipulate on the southern wall and the western wall.
Ah.
The western wall.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to play with them on the western wall.
All right. So, just like the other one, it can be pushed in, and when you push it in, it does open. So let me go ahead and do that real quick.
Oh, yeah.
You just want
Secret
you just
door
just
count
didn't want
three.
anyone else to update their secret door count.
Secret door count 3, and it didn't poison me. It's like amateur hour.
Then a spear shoots out.
And it poisons you. Or right to the knee.
All right, let me put this here. Make this map layer.
Oh, God. It's going to take us to the spiders.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
Oh,
The
God.
fucking spider people.
Oh, God.
All right, so 1 second. I need to reveal. Actually, can you guys see that? No, you can't. Let me
All
reveal
right.
that.
Just remember what our friend Bender always said in that alternate universe. Cheese it.
Ponder?
Bender Bonder. Okay, so this room is a cold stone room, is bare of any adornments, but you see a rusted iron chest that sits on the far west wall.
I'm going to investigate that chest.
Well, second.
No.
Bill.
What?
You want to guess what's happening?
I'm going to cast Featherfall on myself and fall gently to the bottom.
Yeah, go ahead. 1 second, stop moving, guys. So, Bill was, of course, the first person, because that's not surprising at all. All right, so you're familiar with this. The floor opens up underneath you. Go ahead and make a
Cast Featherfall.
Well, go ahead and make a dexterity save first, because you might pass it.
Fuck. Oh, that's true. I might. Featherfall.
All right, you cast Featherfall. Okay. So yeah, you just float gently to the ground. The pit doesn't seem to have anything in it, and this pit is very much like the other ones you've encountered.
Woo!
10 foot by 10 foot. Pretty much, you can have to go along the edges to get around it.
Help!
I'm glad I got the spell.
Johnny! I felt
Yeah.
like your opponent's defense with your sweet touchdowns.
Yeah, I'll
There you go.
get in there and rope him out.
All right, you guys get him out, and you guys can go ahead and just work your way around it. I like how there's like multiple people marking this thing. It's great.
Okay.
Have to update my map.
Everyone's had their like
What can I
scribbling on
do
pieces of
from this
paper.
chest?
All right. What's say again?
Oh,
I
what can I
investigated the
deduce
chest.
about this chest?
Okay. Go ahead and make investigations.
I made an investigation, and then you threw me in a pit.
Well,
was
go ahead.
bullshit.
I'll go ahead and take your 23 then.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're the best.
You find out it's locked.
I got all excited. You were like, "No, fuck that."
All right. So, okay. So you take a look. It's a old iron chest. It is. Let me look here.
A rusted old iron chest.
It is a rusted old iron chest, and you notice that there. It is locked, and Varus, with your familiarity of traps, because you've been hit by every single one of them so far, you've noticed that this thing seems to have some sort of contraption inside the lock. You don't really know. You don't really know what will happen, but you know that last time you messed with anything, it usually sets off things.
All right, guys. This chest has a trap in it.
Hey, what else in this has been iron so far?
A lot of the doors have been
Except for
iron.
some
A lot of the doors have been like kind of rusted in iron. Statue has been made out of stone. A lot of the other stuff you've encountered, any sort of wood and stuff you've encountered is long since rotten, and so whatever you find is just pretty much broken down. Everything else is pretty much stone, and all your traps you've encountered so far have been pretty good condition. Compared to the age of the entire structure you've been in.
Well, what if I stand to the side and try to open the chest?
Well, it's
Let's
locked
find
for one
out.
thing, so you have to somehow get past the lock.
Anybody got a lock pick set?
I mean, I can go at it, but it's probably going to take a matter of a few hours to take
So?
apart this lock. And
I got a
I'm not
key.
very confident, if it's trapped to go at it.
Well, we can just have the big guy drag it out with us. Oh, you know, open it where it's safe, around his mother and kids. What, man? We could just pack down here in our super secret safe and sleep for a while in case we get hurt.
Or alternatively, we can take it and I guess bring it to the entrance.
I think for the most part, I mean, this is kind of weird because usually the way you work with like locks is using thieves' tools, but in the case of Nazmar, who's actually specialized in making locks, I'm kind of fine with him just doing a tools check with what he has and just to open the lock. As far as disarming the trap, you probably don't have you don't have the tools to do anything about that.
Right.
Open it.
I mean, you
Open
could
it.
try it, but it'll probably be at disadvantage.
Yeah, look, man, there's 50 med kits here. We're gonna
What?
save you.
Why don't we just kick it and see if the trap goes off?
Come here and hit it with your hammer.
All right, I'm gonna go in and poke it with the hammer.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Don't be a pussy.
I'm gonna stand out here in the other room.
Discovery requires experimentation.
Give it a poke.
All right, you poke the chest, and it's a rusted iron chest, so it's pretty heavy. As far as what will happen if you hit it, I mean, it could be anywhere from setting off the trap to actually crushing the chest, depending on how hard you hit it.
Or destroying the things inside.
Hit it very lightly and just
I'm not gonna
bring it.
smash it.
Don't worry, guys. I got it. Smash, light on fire. Did I do it right?
Good find.
Freaking
Here,
Dark
let me
Souls, you're
handle this
just
for
every chest you guys encounter from now on is just gonna have rubbish in it because you break it every time.
Or it'll be a mimic and try to eat us.
Hey, you never know.
I don't want to be a mimic.
You want to hear some real nightmare fuel? Mimics can be doors too.
Fuck everything.
Just open it.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the chance at it, and I'll see what I can do.
That's
With
my
my knowledge of
adventurous
locksmithing.
academic
All
friend.
right, I'm just gonna shuffle you guys so you guys aren't, individual hexes. All right,
that?
yeah, go ahead and make your make the tools check. I think it should be wisdom for you, I guess.
I have my notepad and quill out, and I'm ready to make notes.
Okay.
I'm waiting for
Watching
the
it.
inevitable
Locksmith.
scream
Okay.
and explosion.
So you fiddle with it, and let's see. Okay.
I'm gonna write that in my official notes.
So you take out some like, kind of like needles and little spring things that you have, and kind of start, dive into the lock. I mean, you've messed with locks before because you make them and you have to learn how to kind of unlock them yourself. And after some work, you hear the nice audible click, and it is unlocked now.
Oh, well, then I'd
Open
like
it.
to remove the lock.
The lock is part of the chest, so you can't really remove it.
Open it.
But you can open it
Oh,
now.
well, that's what I thought I was doing with the locksmith check.
No, you're essentially
No.
taking your tools that you have and kind of using them similar to like a lockpick type thing. But I mean, I guess in essence you can just remove it. So yeah, you can have a rusted iron lock.
I mean, that's what I was assuming that I was doing.
Yeah,
actually, rather than
that
trying
makes
to-
sense. So, yay!
I thought some hipster for 50 gold.
Perfect.
Once he attaches the
It's
cuckoo clock to it,
vintage.
yes.
Open it. Open it. Open it. Open it. Open it. Open it. Let's open it.
Virus is cheering you on apparently.
Yes, I'd like to open it.
Okay, you open it. So,
God, I got a raging clue. Let's do this.
all right, here it comes. So, you open it, and there's a loud report, and the smell of sulfur produced as a burst of needle shrapnel blast out of the chest. It hits everyone in a 10-foot radius, so it's going to be you three.
Ah!
All right, all
Yeah.
three of you go ahead and make dexterity saving throws.
Oh no. Not that one.
Yay!
That's
Can I
the
feather
worst
fall
one.
through this one too?
No, you cannot. All right, and
Ah.
Nazma, go ahead and make your save.
So what did you guys do today? Oh, we participated in a spider war and then got shrapnel bombed by an old chest. And now we're back, Mom. Feed us some food. We're gonna go cry again.
All right, so it's 2 piercing damage, except for Nazma, who takes 1 piercing damage, and it just kind of blasts in all directions. And as you are now porcupine with needles, you can go ahead and take a look inside the chest. You find
I want.
you find another scroll. Looking at it, it's another scroll of protection from good and evil, or evil and good, whatever. You find 2 flasks of looks like water, and telling from the jar, it seems to be holy water. You also find it looks like a pouch filled with some sort of strange dust, and you also find 2 potions. One that is red in color, and the other one is, we'll say this one's purple.
Drink them.
You can just from basic RPG metagame logic, and just doing a bit of a taste test. The red potion is a potion of healing.
Okay.
The other potion you're not entirely certain about yet. You could probably take some time to study it, but you probably don't want to do it
Awesome.
here.
Well, I'd
Purple
say
is
that
potion.
unknown potion, Varys would probably have the best chance of figuring out. I'd like to take the vial of holy water, though.
Okay, there are 2 vials of
Alright.
holy water.
There. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, I'll sink both of them then.
Okay. That leaves the potion of
I want
healing. There's the potion of heroism seems to be going to Varus because you're the one that's probably. Or sorry, I already said what it is. So it's a potion of heroism.
Yay!
So you identified it. You're amazing at it. I mean, it was going to happen anyway. So the purple
Man,
potion is a potion of
guys.
heroism.
Guys, with all these
Well,
spiders, it's a potion of heroin. Get it out.
After getting hit with so many traps, I'm just so knowledgeable about potions.
Yeah, I could have just identified it too. I mean,
Yeah.
sure, but
It's all
You
good.
have that? You have that 100 gold pearl?
No, I mean honestly, for potions and stuff, it's just like a taste test. And the scroll of protection. So there's the potion of heroism, which Varus just took and identified. There's a potion of healing that's still at large. A scroll of protection of evil and good, and then there's a pouch full of dust.
I call the dust in the good and evil potion or protection scroll. I already have 1 scroll of protection from good and evil, and I have another pouch of dust that I'd be interested in studying.
I really think that we should give the potion of healing to Johnny.
Okay, but
I'm-
here's the other thing.
Wait, hold
What
on.
if he
I want
gets
to do a
slapped
thing.
with it?
Want to do a thing. I want to take the potion of healing and go to Darvin and give it to him. He gets it.
Okay.
I've decided, since you have a propensity to
All right,
wander
fair
off
enough.
and get hit by spiders.
All right.
That only happened once.
Yeah, once is all it takes.
I mean,
Then,
realistically,
then shouldn't we give it to the wizard over here who just has a tendency to put his hand in shit and blow up?
Hey, put hand in stuff and get severely cut is not the same as lifting the lid off a chest and blowing up. I didn't do that.
No, you
Nasmir did.
just got poisoned and almost lost your hand.
I
hey,
didn't get
you guys were
poisoned,
the ones
though.
who nearly got blown up because you were standing around me while I was disabling a lock.
I
something
wasn't
I'm
going to
not
go out
very
the
good
other
at.
room. There was science happening in my
I-
face.
I kind of wanted to watch.
I
It's like-
did watch from the other room.
It's like a dumpster fire. You can't look away.
In all fairness, this wasn't my fault.
No one
No,
said
it was. You succumbed to peer pressure.
Oh, I guess someone said
I
it was.
told you how poorly this would go.
Yeah, but you still did it. It doesn't mean that you're so high and mighty. You fell into this too.
Yeah,
And
and,
if
you
there
had the
would've-
chance to back away and watch me do it.
Fuck that.
Had there been room in there, I would have been in there too.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He would have been on top of the chest.
You could have just jumped on Johnny's shoulders. What's going on, guys?
Darvin, you crack me up.